This is very significant milestone for us because basically Ganfeng Lithium started production at Mariana Lithium last year. This year in February we celebrated first export of lithium chloride, and now we expecting the first royalty payment, and it will transition our company. Basically, TNR Gold will graduate from project generation royalty company to hopefully royalty generation cash flow company.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Klip, the Executive Chairman of TNR Gold. Kirill, very good to speak with you. Let's start with Altius. It's increased its stake in TNR Gold. What does that endorsement from one of Canada's leading royalty companies say about the value of your portfolio?
Yes, Stephen. Good morning. Thank you for having us today. We just celebrated another major milestone for our company. As you mentioned, Altius bought another 7,435,000 shares on the open market this time. As you know, just in May, we closed strategic investment with Altius when they bought 23.5 million shares directly from the company. They invested 4.2 Canadian dollars into TNR Gold. And now we have a second milestone reached when basically after very extensive due diligence, they bought another stake from the open market. And now their total holding is 30,935,000 shares. So basically TNR Gold royalty focused strategy is delivering results and has been validated by a major industry player. TNR Gold is building, as you know, the green energy metals royalty and gold company with the backing of strong coalition of industry leaders now, sophisticated partners, including royalty giant Altius Minerals, established operators like McEwen Copper with backing of Rio Tinto and Stellantis, Ganfeng Lithium and others like Lundin Mining and BHP have validated our high-quality assets and royalty model through strategic investments like Altius Minerals, operational advancements and ongoing collaboration. And basically now under disciplined leadership and with aligned long-term stakeholders, TNR Gold is positioned to deliver sustainable value through royalty cash flows and strategic growth. And Altius recognize it.
And all this is really reflected in the share price movement both last year and so far this year, isn't it, Kirill?
Yes, that's right. Because I would put it definitely to all our hard efforts, and I should say that our strategy is working, and it's not just me telling you this, but Mr. Market is recognizing our success as well, and our shareholders have a lot of reasons to celebrate our success. TNR Gold team delivered 240% increase in share price in 2025, and already this year we reached as high as 28 cents, and last week we closed at 27 cents, delivering up to 60% year-to-date return. So as we just discussed, royalty giant Altius boosted their strategic stake last week, and I increased my stake, my holding in the company as well by another 500,000 shares. Now I'm holding 28.5 million shares. And just this year, I already increased my stake by 1.3 million shares, and I consider it as my dedication to this company, and it serves as further evidence of my deep commitment to our company. The potential of our royalty portfolio now is very well recognized in the industry, and now we are moving into the next stage when we can present our story to more institutional investors like Altius, and then we can reach our well-defined strategic goals. And for all our shareholders, the most important message will be that now, after we are well capitalized, we can finally start delivering on our main focus. We would like to return as much royalty cash flow as we can. We already introduced buyback program, and hopefully later, after reaching all approvals, we will be able to introduce dividend policy in our company as well. So our shareholders have a lot of things to look forward even this year.
Well, let's dig into that portfolio a little bit, Kirill. Ganfeng has reported the first lithium chloride from Mariana. How significant is that milestone for TNR, and what does it mean for the royalty's long-term potential?
Yes, Stephen, this is very significant milestone for us because basically Ganfeng Lithium started production at Mariana Lithium last year. This year in February we celebrated first export of lithium chloride, and now we expecting the first royalty payment, and it will transition our company. Basically, TNR Gold will graduate from project generation royalty company to hopefully royalty generation cash flow company. And hopefully market will validate us with another repricing in the market. And I'm very pleased to report that now Ganfeng is ramping up their production in Argentina. They're already talking about potential second stage when they're applying for large investment incentive regime in Argentina. And last year they even increased resource by 60% of Mariana Lithium.
Let's move on to Los Azules. Rob McEwen's outlined a path to construction in 2027. Rio Tinto considering increasing its stake. How do these developments strengthen the outlook for TNR's royalty interest?
Yes, as you know, with all those humanoid robots on YouTube, on our TV screen, everybody is talking about lithium again. And lithium rose dramatically this year, over $20,000 per ton in China, bringing back all excitement in this sector. But of course, copper is the real value in our company. And you know, copper is moving now above $6 per pound. And all economics of Los Azules copper is improving dramatically with rising copper price. Rob McEwen with his team, they made again magic in Argentina. They released a very strong feasibility study. Now we are talking about final investment decision hopefully this year, with construction being started subject to financing next year. And first copper LB plate to be produced is expected now in 2030. Very interestingly, Rio Tinto is kicking tires again. According to Bloomberg, they would like to increase their stake in Los Azules. Very interesting technical data is coming from Rio Tinto Newton Venture. It's a technology company which is now talking that potentially life of mine at Los Azules, which is now stands at 21 years, could be increased dramatically by another 33 years. And Rob McEwen is talking about producing over 200,000 tons for first 5 years of production, and then on average about 148,000 tons for over 21 years now. So we are looking forward to all these developments and potential IPO of McEwen Copper later this year as well.
Well, finally, can you bring us up to date on the Shotgun Gold project in Alaska and how that fits into your broader growth strategy?
Yes, this is a real jewel in our crown at TNR Gold because we have this name of gold, of course, in our corporate name. And we already found gold in Alaska. We found over 700,000 ounces of gold in inferred category now. It's a drill-ready project with 5 well-defined targets, and we are talking to majors in this world in order to strike the very important deal for us, the joint venture potential deal, when we can later spin out all this project for the benefit of our shareholders. We will not spend any significant capital in Alaska. We are working on this joint venture model when majors of this world will be investing into the ground, and we will be developing this project hopefully very aggressively with very rapid drilling campaigns. And this year we are making a small compliance program which will allow us to be in compliance with land holdings in Alaska, in compliance in Canada with our TSX venture requirements, and hopefully we will gather new data for our potential strategic partners who are now exploring this opportunity for development of gold on American soil. And basically, maybe to finalize our message today, Stephen, we reached another very substantial milestone with such a sophisticated investor like Altius Minerals, royalty giant from Canada, increased their stake by more than 30%. So now they're holding almost 31 million of shares. And basically, a broad coalition of credible long-term oriented participants, strategic investors like Altius, major operators advancing our projects like McEwen and Ganfeng, BHP, and London Mining, and an experienced, disciplined TNR Gold team with significant insider alignment are collectively advancing and protecting the intrinsic value of our portfolio of green energy metals and gold in our company.
Kirill, thank you very much, as always, for the update. Great speaking with you, as always.
Thank you very much for having us today, Stephen. Thank you. Have a
Kirill
great
Klip,
day.
you're welcome. Kirill Klip, the Executive Chairman of TNR Gold.